One of the newest simulators that are on the market is this new game called Tryp FPV. The most exclusive and coolest thing about this new game is that it's made on the Unreal Engine, something that no other FPV simulator is made on. Now, just last week I made a review for the DRL simulator. I thought that was the best on the market. That was until I saw Tryp FPV. So I wanted to start this video off by showing how actually just insane the graphics are for this game. So you can amp everything up all the way on DRL Sim, but you're not getting the same beauty that you're getting out of this game. You can tell it is made on just a higher scale. So I decided to just fly around some of the parks and the areas here so I could show off some of the grounds that you fly around. And if you notice, if you get low to the ground, the grass starts to extend out. When you get to the top of the pyramids, there's smoke plume that comes out. There's just, you can tell there's a lot of effort done to the graphics. It's 4K. It's being ran very smooth, and granted I'm on a 3070 Ti, but still, it looks amazing. And even if you up the scale on any other simulator, it does not look this good. I mean, you can go into a building, and there's just those fine details of the building. And then there's also the fine details of the rock on top of the mountain a mile away. So right off bat, I wanted to get into a session, and I just want to talk about the physics a little bit, because I fly DRL Sim every single morning when I wake up. I play for like an hour, so I can just get on the sticks and get some familiarity. And I can obviously tell there's a big difference in physics between that game and this game. This is not that at all. It feels a little more snappy. It feels like it's, it just feels a little quick, like the way you like do that. DRL Sim feels like it flows a little better almost. I don't know, it could just be a preference. I've been flying DRL Sim for the last ages. I still feel like there's something, it's almost in how you like, I don't know, it feels like it's not as flowy, in my opinion, but it's also just a different feel. Different devs made it, so it's going to have a different feeling. I'm not familiar with it, but I like it. It's not to say that I don't like it. It's just different is all. And I'm getting accustomed to it, and I think I'm going to fly it more than DRL Sim. To access these scenarios, it's way harder than you'd think, at least at first. You press M on your keyboard. You select the thing that you want, speed, motocross, rally, quarry, and then select go. So off bat, immediately, you go ham for it, which kind of sucks. I want there to be like a thing where you can start and press start. It's always like a free-for-all race to get up to this guy, and you just have to go balls to the wall to get up to him. My first impression was, oh my god, this is great, and it is great, and I'm super happy that it's a thing that we can follow this drift car, but there's no anticipation of when it's going to accelerate, because like if you look how it's driving, it's just kind of bricky, and it doesn't look like it's necessarily fluid on the road, and like it's high definition and it looks decent, but like the way it like catches and just goes and just slings like that and stops immediately, I feel like the physics of the vehicles and the like the NPCs, external things that are in here like that, he just got way far away from me. Like there, immediate stop. Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's a little unpredictable, and like I guess I understand like when I've flown drift cars before, it is a pretty unpredictable, but I could do better in real life than on this sim, so I think that could use a little touching up, that's all. One of the other cool ones that you get to do is bike jumper. So as soon as you go, you have a dude going hitting a big old jump on a dirt bike, and your goal is to chase him. And it's kind of the same thing where they kind of accelerate out of control. I'm just trying to get focus on the guy. They seem like the way that his tires are not corresponding with how he should move, in my opinion. It's not terrible, it's just not perfectly accurate, and I feel like my mind kind of tells me he's going to do one thing and then he does something else sometimes, so I feel like the mechanics and physics of these characters could do a little bit of a revamp. So the last section that I wanted to show you guys in this video is going to be the race section. Race section is not prime, in my opinion. It's cool, and it's pretty, and it's fancy, but it's not primely made. If you are flying in DRL Sim, it's a pretty straightforward process, very quick to do, and I don't know, there's lots of stats right there. You can see who you're competing against. It feels more competitive. We're still in early access. There's no way that it's going to be as good as DRL Sim. DRL Sim has been out for a long time. This is getting there, but it needs to have more of a competitive nature to it, because it doesn't feel super competitive. The countdown is cool. If you false start, see disqualified. That's cool. I like how if you do it too early, like that's a realistic thing. Your goal is just to get under the times that they prescribe. So it's like, it would feel more competitive if you were going against other people and then you had to try to beat other people's times and try to beat other people flying against you, or I don't know, at least see the stats and the leaderboards against other people that you're flying against. But when it's just completely solo racing and it's just to see how well you can do specifically, like, I get that there's room for that and that's how you get better every day, but if you're not pushing yourself and you don't have those other numbers to compete against, after quitting that last match, I looked on here and leaderboards available soon. So eventually we will get that, and that, I think, will make this entire experience of racing way better, because, you know, you can't really, if you're not competing against anybody, it's not really fun to race. You don't even know how you're doing in the real world. So yeah, I think the leaderboards are going to make it a game changer when you can compete in a multiplayer. I'd like to see a multiplayer. So, given what I've learned after playing this for the last couple days, I think that it is a worthy adversary for the games that are on the market right now, and the sims that are already on the market. The experience playing this game in Unreal, it is just unparalleled. You know, it feels real. It feels like you're in a real map, and the maps are so immersive. Tryp FPV, if they keep pushing this game, it is going to be one of the best that's on the market, if not the best, if it's not already close to the best this year. But this is next gen, like they've advertised. And you know, I have a next-gen PC and I want to exploit that next-gen PC and use it. This is catering to that need, and I'm sure a lot of you out there who are playing these simulators and flying drones and can afford this stuff have a decent computer to work with. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and yeah.